Hello, I am Dr. Elisa Medhus. I've been an internist for over 30 years, and I would like to explain a little bit about Atlantis Scalar, the services, and also basically about the physics behind it. And I'm going to read because I don't really want to forget saying anything. So yeah, I've had over 30 years of experience, as I said, and founded Atlantis Scalar. My journey to the creation of Atlantis Scalar was because of a beloved relative who announced that he was dying of 2 forms of terminal cancer and was making end of life preparations. And I loved this guy so much that I decided I'm going to research. I'm going to find a way, maybe outside of Western medicine, to help him, at least to ease his pain. And from all that I gleaned about the scalar energy, I discovered, first of all, that Tesla was one of the people that discovered this amazing form of energy. And it became real clear that I could actually use this to help that relative. And I did. Now, what is scalar energy? Let's talk about that. First, it's important to note that scalar energy is not any part of the electromagnetic spectrum like microwaves and X-rays and infrared rays, etc. Okay. The two most important distinctions are that unlike other energy waves on that spectrum, scalar energy is informational. So it carries information. Interesting enough, DNA, also it's helical. Interesting enough, DNA is also helical and carries information. So the second distinction is that unlike these typical waves, it never degrades over distances. So it can carry that information to the most remote of places. All right, so imagine placing the information to unravel the DNA of all cancer cells in a patient's body, right? Imagine instructing the physical body to reset its cellular metabolic rate and normalize the insulin response to carbohydrates so that person loses weight. Imagine instructing the body to no longer have any urges for addictive substances or addictive behaviors. And imagine repairing all the neurotransmitters and neural synapses. Imagine instructing the body to halt all autoimmune processes. Imagine sending instructions to increase a person's financial wealth. Imagine instructions to help reverse aging. So there's all sorts of possibilities. This is all possible because we are energy, right? Everything is energy. I mean, Einstein referred to as matter as frozen light. Even this pin is actually energy. That said, the energy carried by the scalar energy waves can surgically change parts of our energy to heal, optimize, repair, and enhance. And in fact, realities can be transformed to ones that are full of abundance of all types, from financial wealth to perfect health, to love, happiness, self-love, creativity, and of course, more. So as you can see, my medical knowledge is really kind of crucial because most of the scripts that I use in the scalar pages are huge. They're like 14 pages long, single spaced, and they have all sorts of physiology, raising nitric oxide in a person's blood level, tripling endorphins, raising serotonin levels, all sorts of stuff that's very, very important. A lot of intricate physiology and even biochemistry. Okay, so how was it done? I sit in a space between a scalar energy receiver and a scalar energy transmitter. With the script, the full legal names, and a physical address, I recite these instructions that are tailored to that person or the household while using dowsing rods to determine incremental increases in frequency from 1 megahertz in the scalar field, little bit by little bit until the ultimate frequency. I also use Herkimer diamonds and other gems that will enhance the scalar waves, and I have to use certain tones that will also enhance the scalar energy waves. Now, each service takes about 10 to 14 hours, and it's very difficult. I've got to stay sharply focused throughout, and for somebody with ADHD, it's not easy, but I do it. All right, now let me explain a little bit about the main service, which I think people should try first and not order any other services, because sometimes this main service can also take care of a lot of physical, mental, and emotional issues as well. So you have to be a little bit patient. This service has over 30 different components, some of which include opening up energy portals that have been closed from things like past trauma, so that once they're open, abundance can flow through. And this can have a dramatic effect. I mean, this one of my first clients, 3 days after I did the main service on her, she received a $75,000 check from some unknown relative. I mean, it's true. That's the God's truth. We also close energy tears often because of past trauma, tears your energy open when you have a loss or a hardship or any kind of challenge. And when you have these little energy tears, bad stuff can come through, bad energy, negative entities, and this can cause depression, mental illness, addictions, and just all sorts of intolerable issues. Another one of my earlier clients, a young woman who was exhibiting really psychotic behavior to the point where her parents were going to institutionalize her permanently. So they asked for my help, and I did the scalar work on her. And 3 days later, she was absolutely normal and is now, I think she's in medical school now. So that's a wonderful story. This service also shields the entire household from harm, raises the energetic vibration to its maximum for everyone in the household. And no matter how many people you have, it's the same price. It cuts all ancestral DNA that no longer serves you. It clears out all old karma. It revokes fully honored spiritual contracts that no longer serve you. It retrieves and reattaches lost soul fragments. It cleans everybody's energy. It releases and clears out trapped emotions that can cause things like heart disease, for example. It can also remove all energy blocks. It balances masculine and feminine energy. It even blocks bleed through from adverse experiences that occur in your life from another life. And this is for every life form in the household. So this is just a small example, partial list of what it does for your household, the home, the land, and all of your possessions. Now, what do you need to do? Nothing. You don't even have to be at home. And if you get the service for another person to include them in the household, you don't have to let them know. We get permission from their higher self, and they've never said no yet. So why do you have to keep it a secret from them? Sometimes because what if that person has a mindset of disbelief? This whole thing is thought creating reality, right? My intent script is information that collapses the Schrodinger wave equation, changing light waves, and everything's light, everything's energy, into photons, i.e. particles. And the instructions will help reassemble those particles to create this new reality. So if I had to fight their mindset of this is too good to be true, or I'm not worthy of a better life, then you don't have to fight those self-sabotaging thoughts, and it makes it very difficult. So over the past several years, we've seen such wonderful miracles. Teachers calling parents to say that their child doesn't seem to have signs of autism anymore. Parents who no longer exhibit the signs of mental illness. People freed from addiction. Paraplegics regaining limb and bladder control. People having the complete disappearance of their atherosclerotic plaques. And these are all on video testimonials, by the way. Even myocardial scars that are completely removed. Had one person that their hernia disc all disappeared. So it's just crazy. And when I perform the very popular age reversal service, people say, have you had work done? It's very, very common. I want you all to know that I'm very passionate about the work I do in the scalar field. And although I now make a little more than minimum wage, rather than the six-figure income I used to have as a physician, I just feel like I'm saving more lives now, figuratively and literally, really. So now the question is, do you want abundance in all forms? Do you think you and your loved ones deserve better lives? Of course you do. Scarcity is just an illusion. Abundance is truly infinite. And you can gift you and your loved ones with this glorious new realities you really do richly deserve. By the way, that relative of mine is still alive, doing well, and his cancers are disappearing, and he's no longer terminal. I urge you to watch the inspiring video testimonials from our clients on the Atlantis Scalar YouTube channel. Anyway, thank you so much for listening. I hope I can help you soon.